Hello everybody, it's Exofusion Designs. Most of you don't know me, but I am a self-taught artist, and I am here going to do a fun little challenge. I am gonna pick out a random phobia, and I'm gonna turn them into a monster, and have a storyline behind them, kind of like a little horror story. So it's gonna be a little fun thing to do. Here are the different phobias. I'm gonna have video zoom in on them so you can see them in case you're curious on what they are. And I'll describe all the different phobias to you. Arachnophobia is the fear of spiders. Pyrophobia is the fear of fire. Pupophobia is the fear of puppets. Pediophobia is the fear of dolls. Thalassophobia is the fear of the ocean. And entomophobia is the fear of insects. And then acmophobia is the fear of sharp objects. And these are the phobias that I'm going to be choosing randomly to turn into a monster. This is gonna be so much fun. Let's choose a phobia. I wonder which one I'm gonna get. Pupophobia, the fear of puppets. I was hoping to get this one or the fear of dolls, pediophobia. So I am extremely happy with the random choice I got. One day, this teen girl and her friends were going out and just having fun. They decided to look for scary books, horror, and Halloween urban legends. This teen girl found this book on an urban legend, and she was interested in this book. This book was very old. Her and her friends checked out these books and decided to read them to each other. The girl who found the book with a very old urban legend went first. Basically, on the month of Halloween, you can summon this ancient spirit who could give you a curse worse than death, constantly afraid of yourself and alone for the rest of your life, or amazing luck for the rest of your life. After her and her friends are done hanging out and reading all these books, she started to wonder if this urban legend was true. She wanted to do this for fun. Just goof around on her own. So that's exactly what she did. What she didn't know is that the Halloween legend was real. She was shocked when she saw the ghost hovering over her. Then the realization hit. Her life either will become her worst nightmare or it will change for the better. She had a 50-50 chance of something good happening. She was nervous and scared, shaking on the ground as the spirit floats above her. Sadly, she got unlucky. She started to turn into a monster of her biggest fear, pupophobia, the fear of puppets. The transformation was painful, sudden, no warning. She was screaming in pain, crying. Suddenly, the pain stopped. The spirit was gone. For a second, she was relieved. Thought the torture was over. Her family rushed to help her because of the screaming they heard. But when they found her, they didn't see their daughter, but a monster. They were scared, shouting and throwing things at her. She tried to explain to her family that she was their daughter, but her family didn't listen, calling her a liar and throwing things until she ran. She was heartbroken and wondering why her family did that to her until she saw her own reflection. She ran as far away as she could. She found a place in complete isolation. No mirrors or anything else that can show her reflection. She was scared and alone. She made a promise to help people every October so they wouldn't have the same fate as her. At first, she did try that. She wanted to help people, but every time she approached someone to warn them, they didn't listen. They screamed, they shouted, they attacked her. She was ashamed, embarrassed. For years, she tried to help these people, but they all did the same thing. They all attacked and screamed at her. One day, she was slowly going insane from being isolated, no family, no friends. She can't even look at herself. Everybody was scared of her, and that broke her heart. All she wanted was to have her family back. She wanted her friends, but she can't have that anymore. And one day, she finally snapped after all these years of torture. Instead of trying to help people, trying to warn them, she terrorized them. She psychologically messed with them. With their biggest fear, she attacked them with all of her strength until they disappeared. This was her unfortunate fate for the rest of her life. She kept wondering why she deserved this. She thought all she did when she was human was help other people, support other people, make them laugh. That one friend that was there for everyone. But during her worst times of her life, no one did the same. No one believed her. No one recognized her. All she could do was be alone, forever scared of herself.